Hi everyone, we're here at the lake to do some fishing. I'm Kyle, and these are my friends, Kiara and Alex. While we wait for the fish to bite, I want to share an amazing story from the Bible. Found in the Book of Jonah, chapters 1 to 4. It's about a man named Jonah and a big adventure he had with a giant fish. This story teaches us about obedience, forgiveness, and God's love for all people. Are you ready? Let's dive in. One day, God told Jonah, a prophet, to go to a city called Nineveh. The people there were doing very bad things, and God wanted Jonah to warn them to stop, but Jonah didn't want to go. Instead of listening to God, Jonah decided to run away in the opposite direction. Can you imagine trying to hide from God? Jonah packed his things and went to the seaport. There, he found a ship going to Tarshish, far away from Nineveh. He paid for his ticket and got on board. He thought he could escape God by sailing across the sea. But God sees everything, and he had a plan to bring Jonah back. While Jonah was on the ship, a mighty storm suddenly rose. The winds blew hard, the waves crashed against the boat, and everyone was afraid. The sailors started praying to their gods and throwing cargo into the sea to lighten the ship. But Jonah was fast asleep below deck, not even realizing what was happening. The captain woke Jonah up and said, "Pray to your God." Then the sailors cast lots to find out who was the cause of the storm, and a lot fell on Jonah. Jonah admitted, "It's my fault. I disobeyed the Lord." He told them to throw him into the sea and the storm would stop. First they didn't want to, but finally they lifted Jonah and threw him overboard, and immediately the sea became calm. Just as Jonah sank into the water, God sent a huge fish, some call it a whale, to swallow him. Jonah was inside the belly of the fish for 3 days and 3 nights. Can you imagine being in a dark, slimy place like that? But God was protecting Jonah even there. Inside the fish, Jonah prayed to God. He thanked God for saving him from drowning and promised to obey him. Jonah realized he couldn't run from God's plan. God heard Jonah's prayer, and after 3 days, he commanded the fish to spit Jonah out. Onto dry land, Jonah was alive and free again. This time Jonah obeyed God. He went to Nineveh, a huge city. Jonah walked through the city and shouted, "In 40 days, Nineveh will be destroyed if you don't stop doing evil." The people listened. They believed God's warning and began to fast, pray, and turn away from their sins. Abel, the king of Nineveh, humbled himself before God. When God saw how the people of Nineveh repented, he forgave them and did not destroy the city. But Jonah was upset. He wanted to see the city punished. God used a plant to teach Jonah a lesson about compassion, that he cares for all people, and his love and mercy are greater than our anger. So, friends, the story of Jonah and the whale shows us that we can't run from God. His plan is always best, and he is full of mercy and love. Just like Jonah, sometimes we don't want to do what God asks. But when we obey, amazing things happen. And just like the people of Nineveh, when we say sorry and turn from our mistakes, God forgives us. Remember, God's love is for everyone. Thank you for listening to today's story. See you next time. Wow, that was such an incredible story about Jonah and the big fish. I hope you guys learned something special today, just like we did. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to drop a like, subscribe to our channel, and share it with your friends. This really helps us keep making more awesome Bible stories for kids just like this one. Thanks for hanging out with us, and we'll see you next time.